This is TWiT.
3, 2, 1, go.
Spinning.
Woohoo! Netflix.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Okay, I'm gonna put on the subtitles because I don't understand how people are talking.
Definitely crazy.
Light another cigarette. Anybody got a cigarette?
Hold on.
I could fake it. Oh my God.
Is that it? Oh,
my
man.
God. No.
It's the circle of life. Okay, watch this guy. Look at his legs. Just keep an eye on his legs. This guy's the biggest backstabber of them all, I'm telling you.
I don't know any monkey people or any tiger people.
Yeah, you can already tell.
I want a set of handcuffs like that.
Can I come to work with one of those eye rings?
We got to do our eyeliner like that, Lauren, next time.
I'm glad I got alcohol.
Yeah.
79?
You and me both, sir. That's the story of my life.
Oh, don't hit that animal.
There is no way I'm getting in a cage with a tiger. I don't know about anybody else here.
That's such a tiny cage.
Hey,
Erica Hill.
Yeah, that is nuts. You see those teeth? Why would you even?
Just get a cat.
Yeah, why didn't they just tell the Tiger King you'd be a cat king? I mean, seriously. Just be a cat king, a kitty cat king.
Oh,
It clearly gives them this sense of specialness and power.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, wait till you see how some of these
You've got to
people
be
use this.
slightly insane to be
Yeah.
playing with giant animals like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I'm kissing a cat in the face like that. No way.
But if you'd raised it from a little, are they kittens?
Cat.
Yeah, a kitten the size of a full-grown cat. Exactly.
Have to be funny. No, gotta give them a room too. Gotta let them.
It's
be
like the
funny.
series in a nutshell,
God.
from what I understand.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I love tigers, but man, I know that's
Mark
beyond crazy.
Mothersbaugh music. Mark is Devo.
I love them in the jungle.
I want to hire this producer to do our variety show. Come on, let's do it. Let's do our own home show.
What's that? What was he?
There's a dummy they were letting the tigers attack.
Oh my.
No, actually, he was doing, well, spoilers. He does target practice on that.
Whoa, Michael, turn it down, dude.
This show you have to because we're streaming.
We're streaming live.
This show
Oh,
is really good at foreshadowing. You got to watch closely. You really have to watch it 3 or 4 times to understand the brilliance of these producers.
Did you guys see Fire, the other show that this guy produced?
Was it the
No.
Fire,
Same people.
Fire Festival?
Festival?
Yeah. Oh,
same
yeah, I did
people.
see that then.
Yeah.
That
the
was
Fire
so
Festival.
good.
Well, now,
Yeah,
wait a
that
minute.
was
There were
really good.
2. Was it the other Netflix one or
The
yeah,
Netflix
it was the
one.
Netflix one.
it wasn't the Hulu?
There were 2 of them. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was
Snakes
really
are
good.
gross.
Oh my God, look at the size of that snake.
Mary Jo Foley has already quit. She couldn't quit. She loves her cats too much.
I'm with Mary Jo Foley. It's tough to watch for me too.
Oh gosh. Does anyone own snakes here?
No.
No,
Good.
I have a lizard that looks like a snake. I mean, my son does.
I have a son who keeps begging me for one. They live too long for me to get. I'm not terrified of snakes at all, but
I'm not
I
afraid
don't
of
want
it.
to
I
have
just have no
a
interest in
reptile that
owning
lives for
one.
40 years.
Yeah,
My
I'm a
wife-
little concerned how long our lizard's going to live. We got it when he was 5 and it's still going strong.
Yeah, those things live a long time.
Yeah.
Speaker. Put a better speaker.
Need to be refrigerated.
Just leave it alone.
We can cut it.
It's fine.
Oh, so
They say
sad.
refrigerated?
Yeah. Beautiful leopards. In a cage. And look at these.
It's 100 degrees outside too. That's crazy.
Look, there's a snow leopard, Martha. Quick,
Poor
get a
thing.
video, put it on Instagram.
It's not going to do anything because it's dying of a heat stroke.
Put it on Facebook.
Who is pro vertigo in the chat?
Oh, I just noticed the
Vertigo.
chat.
Professor
God.
Vertigo.
Somebody who likes himself.
Can we
Someone
start
say how to
counting?
change your chat name?
Oh yeah.
There's a little icon at the top.
Got it. Oh,
right.
got it. This is all fun. I'm going to tell my family about these Netflix watch parties. We all live hundreds of miles away.
The best thing
Oh
about
my
this whole thing is
God.
I learned what a Prince Albert is.
No.
Stop.
boy.
You do
Oh,
not
boy.
want to talk about Prince Albert.
Let me put it this way. He's got piercings everywhere.
We're spoiling.
Yeah.
This is a family show, Mr. Laporte.
Yeah, if your family's from South Florida.
Didn't you see his earrings? He's got like 15 down his
Oh,
left
he's
ear.
got, wait till you see his tats. He's got bullet hole tats.
So you NorCal folks, you remember Marine World Africa USA?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this.
I guess
No.
it doesn't exist anymore.
It's
No,
still
it was
there.
out in Vallejo.
Yeah, it's still there.
Is it still?
Six
oh, yeah,
Flags.
they've added
Yeah, part of
rides
Six
and
Flags.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kinda-
stuff, but the animals have still a part of the park.
Oh, it's Six Flags?
yeah, Six Flags now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of Six Flags.
Down here in SoCal, we had, God, I forget what it was called, Lion Country Safari, which was like this. It was like a private zoo that you drove through.
Yeah, but you drove through it, right? And
Yeah,
they were in
exactly.
kinda much
Yeah, you didn't walk
bigger
through it.
Safari
These-
West
these are really-
here is,
Right.
is something similar to that.
Mm-hmm. I've been there. We went there a lot when my son was little.
Hmm.
But that you, well, I guess you ride on their
Right. Yeah.
big safari trucks.
You ride on their thing.
Yeah.
Got a good quarterback.
But they have great big cages with cheetahs and other things.
We do not discriminate.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Those animals are beautiful.
Yeah.
You can see why this is all appealing because these cats are gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly. So is that jacket or shirt or whatever that is.
That's a
This is my
blouse.
favorite
There you go,
part.
shirt.
Oh,
I got peed on.
I
got
do
peed
not
on
know
by a
about you.
tiger.
I
I
do
want that
not want to
t-shirt.
get peed on by a tiger. That just does not sound pleasant.
I want that T-shirt.
I mean, as far as life experience, if you got peed on by a
No.
tiger, like you,
There's
that's
never
something
a
to brag
time getting
about.
peed on a tiger is a good
You
experience.
shouldn't be that.
I'm a
close
little
to
worried
tiger
what the
to
other
begin
tigers do to you after you've been peed on.
with. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good.
Probably
point.
best not to
Well, the
fight.
We
good
don't
news is no
discriminate
other
here.
tiger's going to eat you, but the one that peed on you.
I own you now.
Before they eat you.
Little
Sorry.
bears.
Seasoning.
I love my big cats, but I don't like seeing this.
Most of the staff.
Hey, Leo, can you turn down your audio a little bit?
I thought was really, really cool about this zoo. And then there's Joe.
Leo,
What?
can you turn down your audio just a little bit?
Why am I too loud?
It's bleeding
Were you too
through.
loud?
I think he means the show audio.
The show audio, yeah.
Oh, you can hear the show.
Turn it down. I told
Okay.
you it was too loud.
Yeah, we don't want to hear the show.
I feel like the producer is like an old Indiana Jones.
Turn up a tiny bit.
You can hear it.
Oh, fudge.
Fudge. She said the wrong word.
Oh
Oh,
my
Saf.
Tell on me.
Love Saf.
That looks like a missing arm.
Good shot. So
Did you see? Did you guys notice Saf is missing something?
Yeah, you
Yes,
don't
the
really
missing
get that
arm.
until about the fourth or fifth episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never noticed that in the first episode.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I kept going. I wonder where her arm went.
his arm.
That was a her.
Wait, he
Oh,
sings?
Saf
he's a
chick.
musician.
He's the country
Not bad.
song singer.
Is Saf a
Ish.
chick? Right?
Saf was. Now Saf's a guy.
Oh,
A
I can't.
country
I
songer.
didn't know.
Was his stage. It was the one place he could shine. He could control every aspect of it.
Oh, we do got some audio bleeding through.
Oh, yeah, we do.
He filmed every.
Little looping going on.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in there?
Yeah.
I'm missed it.
It's
Sorry.
at the end. It's in episode 6. You got to watch it all the way through with pay attention.
How about you? I'm not letting any big cats.
Does he always
behind
keep
me
a
and,
gun
like,
on his belt?
This is the original TWiT studio.
Yes.
Mr. Sergeant, what Southerner does it?
True.
Look, all the walls are green.
I'm on the internet worldwide every night at 6 o'clock.
And are you the audio bleeder?
I
Not
do
wearing
like his
headphones.
jeans. That's a good blue.
I'm on the internet every night
That
at 6
better?
o'clock worldwide.
This guy is
Hard to tell on my
creepy,
end.
but I like him.
We good, Mr. Nielsen?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Guy's nuts.
Nice use of a green screen, don't you think?
It was nice and tight.
Is that Bill O'Reilly?
Oh my gosh, the guy's nuts.
Oh.
He's nuts.
People were grilling marshmallows against him.
Isn't that
I like how this
weird?
guy talks. Like, really
Some people
just
do
does
for
knows.
TV, I swear to God. I'm on TV, Mom. What do you do?
I'm so grateful I have all the brain cells I need not to do stuff like
People
that.
roast marshmallows on me, Mama. It's great.
Wait, we've had Brian Brushwood breathe, eat fire,
Oh,
Yep,
I
that
know.
was
but he's never let himself.
Every worldwide, every night at 6.
Yet.
Oh, Carol effing Baskin. Get ready.
I've been hearing her name in the news.
Carol
She's-
Baskin.
She's
Carol
crazy.
effing Baskin. There
Hi,
she
Carol.
is.
I
take
like
that
That's
back.
young
She's the
Carol.
star of the
I'm
show.
on the Carol Baskin
I
team.
haven't heard
Are
it
you
in
on
the
Team
news.
Baskin?
so I
I'm on
listen
Team
to news,
Baskin.
but
I'm
I've
Team
heard it on
Exotic.
podcasts.
I'm Team
Right.
Baskin. This guy's nuts.
In their
They're
news.
all nuts.
She's close to him though, I gotta admit.
He didn't murder his
Whoa.
wife and feed him to
She's
the
in a
tiger.
cage with her next.
Yes,
there's
she's
a cat.
illustrating. She's trying to
emulating
illustrate
what
the
it's
cruelty.
like to live
Yes,
in a
yes.
cage.
And then behind her, there's a tiger in her cage.
Yeah,
That's a very PETA thing to do.
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
To live amongst the tigers, you have to live like the tigers.
Mhm.
By the way, Joe's last name changes 3 times during these 6 episodes.
Does it?
Yeah. In this, he's Joe Schriebvogel.
Schriebvogel?
Schriebvogel.
Was he taking his husband's last
Then
name?
he becomes Maldonado something, and then he's finally Joe Exotic. It's very confusing.
Well, he was married like 10 times, so
Oh
Yes,
my
Carol.
gosh.
Yes.
Carol effing
Yes. Hippie
Baskin.
vibes. I'm feeling it. Flower crown.
I'm a little worried that the longer quarantine lasts, the more my hair begins to channel Carol.
You're gonna look like her.
Just get a flower crown. That's all you need to do.
that's okay. You know what? My attitude is I'm washing it every 2 weeks, so I'm just putting the hair dye on it. I'm not worrying about
I'm
it.
not washing it. I just let it fly.
I'm cutting
Look,
this
we're all in
mess
the same
soon.
boat
He's
here.
not
That's
doing the
great. I
mold.
love
It's not
Leo's hair
happening.
right now. There we go.
I got some clippers for you if you want them.
Oh,
She's
Right on
just
there.
as
Dude.
bad as Joe Exotic.
I
Love a
think
good turkey
so.
neck.
I actually like her a little bit
Yeah, honey.
more.
You on your way? Sorry.
So she claims she was misrepresented in this documentary.
Out of all of these insane people, she I think is the least
The least insane.
Least
insane.
insane?
At this point. She has a few more of her brain
What
cells.
is this
left.
though? I'm ending the captivity of wildcats by having wildcats in captivity.
It doesn't make any sense.
In
Yeah.
my captivity.
I'm so
Hey,
glad. I
Michael,
wasn't
we're on the
the
live
first
stream
person
of
who
TWiT.
saw
Why don't you
that.
come join
Come on,
us?
sit on the couch with us, Michael. Watch the Tiger King. Aww.
What's with you and your Charleston accent? That's not Florida.
Aww.
Remember how we did the animal selfie of the week on Twill?
Oh yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
So one of the things that I found out when we were doing that is how awful it is that people will pay a ton of money to take these selfies with baby cubs.
Oh, I know.
We were very careful
they
not to-
cover that in this.
Yeah.
They take the cubs away from their moms right away. And they
Right.
pass them around as trinkets until they're 5 to 6 weeks old.
That's really the scandal of this is they're breeding
Ooh.
them and then they
Little
kill them. when they
romance
get
going
too
on
old
there.
and dangerous because they don't.
Wow.
That's why he has hundreds of tigers.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, just go get a house cat. They sometimes comply.
Friends were imaginary
There
cats,
they are.
not even
Those are
real
her
cats.
imaginary cats.
Imaginary cats.
Yeah, those are hilarious.
Exactly.
I'm okay. I don't need to be hugging a big tiger.
Oh God, of course.
She's
she
allergic
is.
to cats.
Okay, I do love her house. I'm kind of a tiger freak myself, so
It's okay with the
Look,
decor.
I don't
mean,
have anything tiger in my house. Or this isn't a tiger, it's a leopard, but close enough.
she has leopard towels.
Oh my God.
It's atrocious.
She really doubled down on this whole tiger thing, didn't she?
Look at the
Close
wardrobe.
to what I wear, a cat prince.
I like cat print.
in.
She's like, okay, this is my thing.
This is my thing. I'm sticking to it.
I'm gonna go
Mike, I'm
all
getting
in.
you the shoes. Those are Micah's shoes.
No.
There's a wedding picture of the two of them, and she's walking her husband with a leash.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh.
awesome.
No.
That's a whole nother level of kink.
You can't make this up. This is so bad. Yeah, they do kind of paint her as being completely nuts.
Yeah, that's the
But then you get to know these guys, and she's like, a breath
I
of
forgot
fresh
tigers
air.
produce honey. That's right.
Barbecue sauce.
In cream.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting Tiger King
Oh,
underwear
I
for
gotta get some
Christmas.
of those.
They even
Tigers
have,
produce
you'll see
underwear?
some of the things he sells there.
Oh my God.
I had no idea.
Oh, he doesn't wear underwear though.
What?
He just sells it.
Oh no, he wears them too. You haven't met Joe.
You haven't met Joe like I met Joe.
He's
Yeah,
Joe
clearly.
Exotic.
He wears tiger underwear. Let
He
me
just said he doesn't though. He said I freeball it.
Yeah.
I quote.
And he sings too.
Free ball is awesome.
As I saw a tiger, now I understand. Why is he standing on a police truck?
And the tiger saw a man.
I don't know. Why is he wearing a
Why is
priest
he in a
outfit?
field? Oh yeah, there's one where he's wearing a priest outfit.
Put that gun down.
Oh,
This
boy.
guy.
Oh, that shirt. I just need to get that shirt.
That stance right there.
Where are his teeth?
You don't need teeth in Florida, apparently.
Teeth. LOL.
I love that they just have gators around too.
No big deal.
Schriebvogel.
Schriebvogel. First of 3 last names he's going to have.
I feel like the eyelid
That's
piercing
sad.
has to be really painful.
Yeah, it looks very heavy.
Nope. There's one worse, and he's got
Well, okay, Leo, we get it.
What was worse?
it. Denise was saying the eyelid piercing must be painful.
Oh no.
Well, anybody who's motivated by the show, I guess they can just run over to Georgia. Don't do tattoo parlors, do piercings.
They're wide open.
Yes.
Oh sure, yeah,
Come on
that
down.
sounds like a great way to die.
In any number of ways.
They're in his bed.
Yeah, especially if you're doing that.
I think the most interesting character in this, though, is Bhagawan Antle, Doc Antle.
Yes.
He is an interesting
Yeah.
dude
He's like the guru, right? The one
He's the
with all
guru,
the,
yeah.
yeah.
with like 8 girlfriends.
Yeah. The harem.
Here, Carol effing Baskin.
Look at that hair. Wow.
I'm telling you.
Got a leopard print bite.
I like the bite. I like leopard print.
There's Doc Antle.
Loosen this.
Here we go.
I love that we're getting photos of them on a map like this is an FBI sting.
It's helpful because you want to know these aren't all in Florida.
Oh gosh, close enough.
Where are the strings though that go from point to point? Like,
Oh my God, Doc Antle.
He's biting a
Nuts.
tiger's lip.
Myrtle
Nuts.
Beach. Dirty Myrtle.
Absolutely nuts.
That's another way to get an eyelid piercing.
Get a few
He's
more
the
things
creepiest.
pierced that way too.
My crib. He said crib.
Here is my crib.
I love how
That's
And this is
because
where the magic
he
happens.
has his own. He has his own den of women.
Come on into my crib.
Where do you see his crib?
He seriously. He acts like he's a male lion. He has a bunch of chicks on his team.
I call this the conversation pit.
Not your real name.
Pop quiz.
What's he a doctor of?
They never tell us.
Antling.
I hate Myrtle Beach. So
Antling.
much.
Took me a second.
Here's another person that likes himself.
Yeah, oh yeah, this guy
Mhm.
really.
Look at that hair when he was young. My God.
Yeah. It's majestic.
It's a mane.
It is.
I like sheeps too, even though they're so skinny.
They are cute.
Pear.
Oh.
Ah,
Is that fair?
Is that an ocelot?
No, that was a cheetah.
Oh.
A cheetah.
Oh my God.
Gosh, look at that tiger. Gosh, I love tigers.
So sad. I mean, they're stripping these
I mean, they're
cubs
they're-
away.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that tiger?
I don't know. It's really big.
He blends a lot of tigers and lions together.
Oh, he makes ligers.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember seeing that in the news several years ago back home.
How do these people intersect with Siegfried and Roy?
Yeah, good question.
Interesting.
This is their source.
There's probably a
That's
lot of
why they get them.
crossover there
Yeah.
that we don't even
Really?
understand.
I do like Joe Exotic's turquoise.
Yes.
Hmm. Look at that little thing.
Escalate.
No escalators.
What does that even mean?
Esculators.
Unbelievable.
You can really tell Joe cares about the rainforest deeply.
Yeah.
Mhm. And you can
I
really
wonder how
tell
often
all
they
these
wash
people
those
are making
quilts.
that connection.
Oh yeah.
That's wild. I can't imagine exposing a big cat cub like that to people at that level.
Well, that's what's hard about this documentary. You kind of want to do that.
No, you don't. No.
No?
No, that's.
Oh,
Well,
maybe
that's
it's
what
only
Carol
me.
freaking Baskin always says, right? That they have
I'm
that.
kind of with Carol Baskin, but not quite how she's running the show either.
They have a very small window when you can actually let people hang out with the cubs.
Right.
Carol friggin' Baskin.
Did you see the Baskin Robbins that put on their sign in front, not affiliated with Carol Baskin?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Good for them.
Apparently,
Good,
it sent their sales through the roof.
good
That's
on you.
hysterical. Yeah, I don't know if I fully understand the full appeal of this show, but
Well, I honestly, I think it's the cats. Although,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
then
You
you
know,
get
I
you
feel a
get this
little bit-
murder and all this stuff. It gets a little more.
I feel a little bit better about myself after I watch it, though.
By the way, note: Doc Arnold spends $10,000 a year feeding his tigers. Joe only $3,000, but Joe's got a secret. Watch.
What is Joe feeding them?
That.
Soylent Green is people.
Oh no.
So they got diseased cattle.
Oh.
Ugh.
It's like roadkill.
They got
They get
roadkill.
Roadkill.
But the best one is when the Walmart expired meat truck pulls up.
And after they pick through it for themselves, they feed the animals.
Wow, they're going nuts.
This is, I think, the hard part, honestly.
No kidding.
This
Look
is
how
hard
many
for
of
me
them
to
are in that,
watch.
that
It's-
small cage.
Yeah.
And there's too many tigers in those cages.
Look how
Way too-
skinny they are.
They're
Yeah.
huge. Oh.
It's amazing to see how they run off.
And you got to
the
give them each
leg.
their own chunk, or they take chunks out of each other to get their own food.
Yeah.
Or they pee on a guest.
Yeah,
See?
look at that. See,
he's not happy that.
Their dominant structure is probably completely shot to hell.
It is. It's well, they're not supposed to even be in the same cages together. And the cages aren't even big enough for one of them.
Well, think about what their territory must be in the wild.
She said in the beginning they have about 400 miles.
Yeah,
they want.
That's what they prefer to have, but they don't
even
get it
Carol
anymore.
Frickin' Baskin doesn't give them that much.
Well, nobody gives them that much, and frankly, there's not that many left in the wild because of that.
Now they just get a bedroom.
Most of the tigers are in captivity.
That's so insane.
Maybe after COVID they can survive, but
So this is, by the way, where you learn what the GW Zoo stands for.
A statistic? Is that what you just said? A statistic?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't my hearing.
It's right next to the left of the escalator.
It's funny that he talked to schools about drugs and alcohol. He talked to schools.
Yeah.
I'm a product of South Carolina public schools.
Drugs will make your teeth fall
I
out.
know.
Look at my husband.
oh my gosh, this is so bad.
I started adding magic.
See, Siegfried and Roy.
Don't flatten the bunny. What a cruel monster.
Oh, come on. Don't you think John's sexy?
Put on a shirt, John.
Joe's sartorial choices are very interesting all over.
Yeah.
All around. Okay, that's name number 2. But they never explain why he dumped Schreibvogel for.
Do the late night shows, I haven't seen in a long time them have, a wild animal person come through. Obviously they can't do it now.
Yeah,
it seems like
they've now it's like the couch pillow.
It seems like they've phased that out.
From the zoo? What was his name? He used to come from the zoo?
Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah.
But even in this series, they show some of these tigers that bring them on the shows. Antle is very proud of him and of his appearances on the late show, on the night shows.
Leo, are you proud that you have blazed the trail for all the late night shows to do their format now?
Jimmy Kimmel's studio now. Exactly.
Real talk.
And audio's still king because I told Leo so many times I was watching CNN, I would turn it off because the person, it was awful. It's been awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we do a better job of managing Skype than the networks.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man, cut this or move on because we can't hear anything. It's crazy.
Yep.
Now he's wearing leather chaps.
I like his priest outfit the best.
The priest outfit's hysterical. Oh, he's a master illusionist.
Yeah.
We lose Micah?
He's a master. He's a master of something.
This is the husband she leads around by the leash.
This is her new husband. The other husband
this
buried
is
somewhere or was fed to the tigers.
Either in Costa Rica or inside.
Spoiler alert.
Ooh, let me play in the chat room as Mr. Laporte. They'd love that. Let me see.
You're so wrong.
Oh, come on, chat room. You don't want to watch this? It's pretty bad. Oh, John Laguerre resigned from T-Mobile? Seriously?
Yeah, that happened April 1st.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What's the butcher happening?
Oh, yeah. Why would he stick around?
Well, it's funny. It's the engineer.
John Laguerre, is that the T-Mobile guy?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I couldn't stand T-Mobile. I went back to Verizon. There's my recommendation.
The tiger selfie is a growing trend on sites like Tinder
This is how endangered species can save themselves by helping us get laid. Wild animals have been brought on to.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that's right. That's the guy.
Video call from Abby Laporte.
Hi, Abby.
Hey, Abby, you're on the air, so be careful.
Yeah,
We're all watching the Tiger
rascal.
King. Tiger
Big
King walk
rascal.
along.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, you? Yeah. I'll call you back, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Jay was up there with the lion and the tiger.
Jay is nuts.
That stash too, my God.
I didn't
Another
notice
person
that
who thinks
before.
he's pretty.
He was cute as a little cowboy.
Oh boy.
Love it. I love it.
Yogaville.
Yeah, this place, at least the animals were out in the open. Although that could lead to issues.
That's just nuts.
What?
I'm not going on a water
Why?
slide with a tiger.
Even if it was your own?
You letting it gnaw on your arm? Aw.
Your own tiger or your own water slide?
Oh, we lost you, Jason.
Just have no desire to hug one of these guys, do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard question.
I mean, I've always respected them. I like to see them, but I don't feel the need to put my face near their mouth.
I'm with you.
That's because you like your
Just
face.
doesn't, you know.
That's what she said to Leo, too.
Watch the toenails.
And I'm really against doing this to cubs. This really bothers me.
You can profit $100,000.
It's just like, I don't know, that's animal abuse, right? Oh my God. And that just,
Yeah.
That seems kind of risky.
that's just,
Oh, wait. Didn't they have an issue with a little kid and a cub?
there's no way I'm putting my baby's head near
Yeah.
a tiger cub's head. Yeah, this is my problem I'm having with this because I love animals.
Right.
This is not okay for me to see this. And then that piled up in cages.
Yeah.
It's just way too many tigers in one cage. That's why they're circling. They have nothing to do.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
It's so awful.
They're pacing.
They're stressed.
And look at that. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's stressed.
That's
That's got to be
Trying to keep-
terrifying for that tiger.
He's breathing in all the smells.
so this is a wild
Oh,
story.
this is scary.
This guy at a private zoo just let them all go.
Somebody went nuts and opened up his cages. So sad. This is why I wanted to watch the episode where you find out he has two husbands.
Wow.
I know.
18
Because
It's
this is
better.
sad.
It gets better and better. Yeah, this is sadder than the rest of it.
I'll tell you, after when I've watched this first one, I almost didn't watch anymore because I can't watch this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's hard for me.
You don't see that sign a lot. Watching exotic.
Yeah,
animals.
right.
Is that a baboon?
Oh,
sad.
so
Woo,
sad.
woo, woo.
Ugh.
I didn't see the sign for exotic animals, but I have seen signs for mountain lions being out and about.
So this is the Joy Behar show, CBS this morning. This guy got a lot of publicity.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and print that.
Yeah.
That calms me down. Makes me feel better.
Give that guy some tigers.
I know. I get it. I get where you're coming from. Everything's cool.
He has bears too. What happens to the bears? Oof.
Well, you can't have bears in Ohio. Then there's Joe Exotic.
I feel for the sheriff. He walks into the sheriff's station strapped.
Mr. Sergeant lost internet.
Yeah. Real life tornado.
None of those fake tornadoes for me.
They just had some tornado activity in the South, right?
Yeah.
Week or so ago?
2 weeks ago, Georgia and Anderson, Atlanta and
That'd be frightening.
South Carolina border.
Yeah.
I'm shooting water.
So violent.
Yeah, that really stands out, doesn't it?
I don't know if that Cult Siege Day One lower third was a network lower third.
Apparently, there's some Waco documentary that we're supposed to watch because it's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a new one, or
Yeah, it's a new one. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I'd
yet.
watch
I've been
that, for
interested.
Wait till you see the glass I'm choosing.
Phoebe has me watching Ozark.
I keep hearing it's good, but kind of dark.
Yeah, I think it's got good writing. I wish it had better acting.
Oh, this is good. He has bullets with their names on them.
That's badass.
Just like Adolf and Ava.
What kind of camera
That's
guy
when, that's
are
when
you?
you're a real G.
What?
Jeez.
What?
I wonder why.
Okay, I got my low brow.
Carol in the Cage somehow didn't quite, not the same.
All right, so I had to get the appropriate wine glass for this.
This has my name written on it. The bullet is coming through this glass here.
See the bullet in the glass. This is what we're gonna drink when we watch Tiger King.
Yeah, that's just awful. I think
Cheers,
he was
Miss
the girl
LaPorte.
in the cage.
Actually, I think Eric's one of my favorite people on this entire
I
show.
like Eric.
Eric is like actually a nice guy.
Good looking guy.
No, he's just nice. He actually cares about the animals.
Yeah.
This is not a gun-free zone.
I'm sorry, I can't trust a man that wears 10 earrings in one ear.
How comfortable would it be?
What about 9?
AK-47?
Yeah, that doesn't sound very comfortable.
Mine's
to
okay.
have an AK under there.
If it was under a Casper mattress.
Oh, under a
Magic
Casper,
sponsor.
no problem.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Casper might work.
Good point, Anthony.
Oh, yes. Professor Vertigo. We know it's not his only piercings. I almost started going crazy in the chat room.
Oh,
And
sorry.
they'd be like, what is Leo up to? I'm kidding.
I'm at. Oh, it's Carol effing Baskin in slow motion.
That's one hell of a producer right there.
She's got her turquoise going too.
I kind of agree with that. She's a hypocrite.
The bionic Baskin.
She charges people a ton.
Now, Baskin points out that this was a one-time only event. She only did this once as a special day, I don't know, the anniversary or whatever. And they imply that she does this all the time, making her as bad as Joe.
Ah.
She said, that's a one-time only thing we did.
Yeah. I think she's more for like the rescue too of the animals. That's kind of my interpretation on looking at things, but who knows? This is Hollywood. Well, I don't know. This is Florida Hollywood.
So the rest of the time she just has her volunteers running around?
Yeah, she doesn't open it to the public, apparently.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the Man in Black from
way
Westworld.
Too far.
That's what social media is for.
Was his show on like community or like public access?
No, it was just the internet worldwide, 6 p.m.
Okay. Oh, okay.
These two are poster children for manipulating Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is so aggressive. I think it's hysterical because he's doing it out of his own mouth and with his own name on it. But the guy is a little on the scary side.
What makes you say he's on the scary side?
Well, you wait till you see the attacks. You haven't seen the whole thing. Wait till you see the attacks that accelerate on her. I mean, he emulates shooting her in the head to a dummy. It gets pretty. His volatility where he goes with this on the public eye it blows me away a little bit. It's a little too extreme.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I've seen this episode. He keeps
revving it up. All that testosterone went straight to his head.
I think it's kind of interesting from a storytelling standpoint how they start this thing out and you know that he's in prison, but then they let the story unfold and they never really tell you why.
Right. Yeah, I think they start in the beginning. You don't really see much other than he's in prison and this is where we start. So yeah, it's interesting. But you'll see.
Did they even mention that at the beginning? Like,
they do, yeah. Right at the beginning.
Yeah, okay. I missed that.
There's so much video too. The guy shot a ton of video, but then Joe was always shooting everything. He was taping everything.
Was this where he puts it in her mailbox?
Well,
no.
I think he.
Oh yeah.
He probably motivated people to do so.
Right.
So yeah. So it did happen. So this is where it's getting dangerous because it goes from I don't like you to actually death threats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat room saying they make you like Joe Exotic and then they make you hate him, but they do the same thing with Carol Baskin. Watch, because as the show progresses, they find a dark side to her.
Right.
Well, they don't know. I mean, her dark side is really speculative, but with women, it's easy to make women be a witch immediately. Whereas with men, they can be obnoxious and in your face all the time. And it's like typical.
Do you need any explosives today?
Yeah, guy's nuts. The guy blows crap up just to be blowing stuff up.
Oh, this part is so creepy.
It's sick.
So I'm telling you, you'll see ants. So do you need to know any more? Are you starting to see where he crosses the line?
Oh no, I've seen this. I've seen this episode, and
oh, all right.
I I know people like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. People are nuts.
I know people that have all of these kinds of guns and they go out and just blow stuff up just like what he's doing. All of that looked normal to me.
Right. And they'll all tell you,
Alex
they'll all
Lindsay
tell
told me
you
of
it's
stories he used to
you know,
blow stuff up when he was
just
a kid.
all good, clean fun.
and this story, I mean, if you keep watching, it really shows the bad part of having guns around with his husband.
The producers of this are really good, but they're also very manipulative.
Of course.
They know exactly what they're doing.
They're painting of the story they want you to see.
Oh, yeah. But that's any good documentary.
Yeah, that's a documentary viewpoint, right?
Yeah. It's freaking art.
I think it's
Often
unusual
how it
about this
goes.
is they had so much footage.
Right.
Because Joe was shooting everything too. So they have all this footage.
Too bad they can't see Samantha look up.
So they know the story that they were
yeah.
looking to tell. I mean, it's similar to that Michael Jackson documentary. It's similar to the R. Kelly documentary. You know, they know going in the story that they want to tell. Not that they're painting an improper or incorrect picture, but they have a viewpoint. Documentary
Very much
filmmakers
so.
have a viewpoint, otherwise they wouldn't be made.
So this is the point where Lisa, usually it's about 10 or 11 at night, says, well, let's just watch one more.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, don't get me on your trashy.
Let's just watch one more.
I did that last night with Ozarks, and then I fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah, she usually falls asleep on that last one there.
I've been staying away from Ozarks because I just don't want something that's going to make me like anxious and nervous. But someone told me if you can watch Killing Eve, you can watch Ozark.
Oh,
Yeah.
but Killing Eve is so good. It's
I
better
think-
than
Yeah, I
Ozark.
know.
Killing Eve is way better than Ozark. I also think we just watched the rest of Better Call Saul. That was way better. Everyone raves about Ozarks, and I'm probably getting the chat room blowing up at me. I think it's only okay. It's not that great.
I
It's
think
getting
the
slow.
yeah,
What do you think,
It's like
Ant?
it's on episode 8, and it's like
We're
finally getting
just
better.
starting.
I just don't think the acting is
Right,
good.
but it wasn't. It's
The
too
writing's
slow for
okay.
me. It's like, and it's predictable. I'm guessing what it's doing next, and I'm always right. So
Well,
I haven't
that's
seen any of
that.
that.
I wish it would pick up. Oh, is it over?
I washed my hair for nothing.
That's it, Lisa.
Wash your hair.
Leo,
At
don't
least
lose the
episode one.
hat.
I've been
That hat is
smelling
awesome.
this whole time.
Hey, it's not smell-o-vision.
Yeah, please.
All right, so
Are
what do
you
you
gonna-
think? Are we going to watch any more of this
Are you gonna
stuff, or
keep
what are you
watching
Let's
gonna
watch
do?
the whole damn thing.
I'm intrigued. I'll probably watch more of this, but we got to get through the morning show. That's what we're watching, my wife and I, right now.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Really?
And it really feels
We are like
it's something you
captivated.
gotta
We're like
get through.
super into
My
it.
whole thing with Apple rolling out is they get a C. They should really have hired people from Netflix and Amazon and done a better job.
Oh, I heard Apple put out something or is about to put out something
Tonight.
about a documentary about the Beastie Boys. I will watch
Ooh,
that.
I'd
Well,
watch
that's another
that.
one, but then there's this
Oh
new
man, I
watch
lived the
that.
Beastie Boys. They were
Yeah.
my crowd when I was in high school.
Yeah, I'd
I've
watch
only
that.
seen Mythic Quest. That was pretty good. I liked it.
Which one?
Mythic
Mythic
Quest,
Quest?
the game one. You never watched.
I didn't
watched
watch
it.
that
I
either.
couldn't get through it.
It's a rough start, but it starts.
So what do you think, Ant?
I do not like this show at all.
I'm kind of
I-
with you, Ann.
I'm
I watched
in
the whole
agreement.
thing and I was like, yeah, so, but everyone
Right.
loves it for some reason.
Right.
I'll be straight up with you. I watched the first episode several weeks ago and it pissed me off because these people, I know they got a nice payday out of this
Yeah.
and they didn't earn it. This
People are
is-
buying underwear.
It's just so stupid, man. I'm like, come on, they didn't earn this, you know? But that's just me. I was on a bit of a high horse, I guess.
So, question for people who have seen it all the way through. I'll have some spoilers. Do you think that Carol Baskin killed her husband?
It's unknown.
Spoiler.
I don't think she did. I think he took off. He was done with her.
There's evidence that he may. Well,
There's no evidence. He's speculating.
so
this
he
is
was
not
considering.
admissible in the courtroom.
He was considering going to Costa Rica, but then mysteriously his truck was driven and left at an airport, but they don't think he did it. So I think that's a little suspicious, like somebody is covering up something.
He was a womanizer and had tons of women in his life, and she was never going to be the only one. I think he crossed somebody
Well,
or took off with something.
also, he was the millionaire. he had all the money.
And she's got the money.
She's got the money because she inherited when he died. So
Here's
there is
the
motive.
problem.
Very
They have
big
no
motive.
evidence. Nothing.
Because the tigers ate it.
Okay, another question for you
Professor
guys.
Vertigo thinks he's in Costa Rica with his girlfriend.
What do you guys think? Do you think she killed him? Hold on. You just got, so we're tied. What do you guys think? Anthony?
I know nothing.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
You have to watch all of them.
Okay, so you don't know. That's okay. I don't know counts. Anyone else? Laura, you saw it all. What do you think?
Oh, I think she killed him. I think she had motive, opportunity. Means.
Wow. See, I don't think she killed him. Denise, come on, you're the attorney.
I don't know. Motive, opportunity,
We're all
means aren't enough to
speculating over here. I
convict in a
trust your
court of law,
judgment.
right? You have to be convinced.
Well,
That's true.
they never convict. Apparently, they reopened it.
But do you think she did it, Denise? Come on, just give us your.
I've
wild
only
guess.
gotten up to, I think I'm on like episode 4 or 5. And
so I want to know, but okay, when this is all over and you all have watched it, I want your opinions.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's more later after, like in episode 7.
But here's the thing: you're only seeing what the producers want you to see.
Of course, it's completely manipulative.
Right.
It's definitely, very true.
Well, and
But I
also
think it's
keep
funny we're even talking about it.
also keep in mind, like if the directors of this documentary are the same directors as the Netflix Fire Festival documentary, that documentary was made by the people who F. Jerry, right? Like, and they didn't really make that known. So there was a lot of manipulation going on there too. A lot of like covering their tracks, painting the picture in favor of themselves versus others. So this particular documentary team is very good at making you believe something versus, the opposite.
I didn't know it was the same group, same guys.
Well, I don't know if it is, but
no.
Somebody mentioned it on
the
this.
Hulu one, right? The Hulu one was made by.
I thought it was the Netflix one that was made by them. I thought the Hulu one was the good one.
Did anyone see the
This is
Netflix
outside
documentary called The Staircase?
Oh, I never saw that.
So it's pretty obscure. The only reason I know about it is because a friend of mine is acquainted with the son of one of the people featured in the documentary. Actually, the person who the whole time you're wondering, did he or did he not kill his wife? And if you're into kind of puzzling out those kinds of puzzles, it is a really good documentary. It's called The Staircase, and it's about whether a guy killed his wife.
Nice.
Who either fell or was pushed down some stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think I remember.
We
reading
watched
about
that.
Yeah, I think we did. It sounds familiar. Interesting.
Yeah, the Fire, the Greatest Party That Never Happened, distributed by Netflix, co-produced by Jerry Media. So that's the one that's created by the people who were behind the Fire Festival. So when you watch that one, watch it with a heavy dose of like.
Jerry Media is very suspect in my opinion.
But fun to follow.
Yep. Regardless, documentaries like this, like whether you agree with the topic or not, like there's just something fascinating about watching it. Like even this, like I don't know that by watching that entire episode, I'm super like jazzed about watching the rest of the series.
Yeah.
But I will say it was entertaining. You know what I mean? It was.
Well, that was the
It gets
thing.
more entertaining, I think.
I
It
think
gets
they
a
just
little
caught
bit
me
more
on a
volatile
bad day.
too. I thought the first episode too. As soon as they started showing the animals that were murdered because this guy let them out, I was just like, I'm done. I was kind of done as an animal person, anyways.
They lost me when she's giving him grief about them being in cages and stuff, and right there behind her was an animal in a cage.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like,
yeah, and I was just like you, Aunt. I watched it a few weeks ago, just episode 1, and wasn't going to watch anymore. And people kept telling me, "No, you got to stick with it. You got to keep going. It's so fascinating." So
I wonder if those are the same people that we have
It
to.
really hooked me. It was kind of like, okay.
So 34 million people watched it in the first 10 days on Netflix. It's the most
I
successful.
wonder if those are the same
show of all
people
time.
that
There
we
is
have
going
to
to
tell
be
don't drink
a
Clorox or.
follow-up limited series fictional, which stars Kate McKinnon as Carol Baskin.
Ah,
Oh, geez.
That's
Now
gonna
it's
be-
going Hollywood.
that'll be
It'll
hilarious.
be awesome. Discovery is going to do a series called Investigating the Strange World of Joe Exotic.
So it's
Wow.
a whole thing now.
Deadline Hollywood reported that Ryan Murphy's in talk to do a series with Rob Lowe as Joe Exotic.
Oh, that would be
What happens?
hilarious.
Hollywood gets a whiff of a story, something was successful, so they have to jump on it.
But the
No
best
kidding.
one is Nancy Grace conducted her own investigation.
Oh man, Nancy Grace is a piece of
A
work.
Tiger King investigation with Nancy Grace.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, she's
So
a piece of
it
work.
clearly
That's awesome.
captured the imagination of a lot of people stuck at home for a long time.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, like, when did this come out? Like a month ago, right about
Yeah,
the
it was
time
perfect
Yeah.
people
timing.
locked in their
Yeah.
houses. Yeah.
It was the perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
What you miss, what you'll see in later episodes is Joe Exotic runs for president in 2016.
Don't tell him.
He runs for governor in 2017.
Why not?
And he gets 19% of the voters as
Why-
governor.
Yeah, why not?
19%.
Guys,
Oh.
this is Florida.
That's
See?
a shocking
This is
amount.
Oklahoma. He's in
Oh,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I forgot.
Yeah.
19%.
Why not
Oklahoma's
run?
as bad as Florida.
Apparently anybody can run. Why not?
Jeez.
Wow.
Good googly
So
moogly.
Denise, we haven't talked to you in a while. How are you holding up with the quarantine?
Good. It's not bad down here in Southern California. Right now, we're about to have a really, really warm weekend.
Yep.
Here too.
Are you too?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing for us this weekend will be I live down in Orange County and our beaches have never closed. There have been, certain
What?
beaches that closed because they got too crowded. Yeah, there's Laguna Beach, I think, ultimately closed all their beaches. Newport Beach did not. It has left all its beaches open. Huntington Beach has been open this whole time.
Wow.
What they
I
did
think that's
was,
fine because people want to take walks and stuff.
Right.
Sometimes they stay separated, right?
Are they social distancing?
But yeah.
yes. So what they've done is they've closed all the beach parking lots. They've made it clear that you're not to congregate on the beach or,
No
lay out
blankets.
your blanket and an umbrella and just spend the day at the beach. You're just supposed to walk and enjoy the water and, if you can, let your dogs run, whatever. But LA is going crazy because their beaches have been closed this whole time. And I think we may see a huge influx this weekend, even though there's nowhere for people to park. I don't know. There's a lot
My
of street
son
parking.
is relocating to Malibu so he can
Yeah.
surf.
Yeah. Oh, we have this
Yeah,
crazy
I heard
thing
Malibu
happening
is
now.
still open, right?
I think Malibu might be. No, it's in LA
Yeah.
County, so it should be closed.
Maybe not.
No, it shouldn't be open.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
no. It's in Ventura County. Ventura's open.
Yeah.
I heard
Ventura's got
Malibu
very
was
low
still open.
numbers.
He's got a friend who has a house down there, so they're going to go down there and surf.
Yeah.
Tough life.
Yeah.
He was doing
It's
that
a
in Bali. and
hard
then-
life, old Hank.
It is. My son's a surfer too, so he's now down to just an hour or two of school a day. We're having beautiful
Wow.
weather. There's been a south swell coming through. So if you're here and you can get to the beach and you like to surf, it's a nice place to be.
Yeah, and
And-
Henry said you
Wow.
don't see a lot of people. There's a lot
No.
of separation, obviously. So it's
Right. There was an alarmist, I don't know if it's alarmist or not, but it alarmed a lot of people, let's put it that way. Article in the LA Times by a researcher, scientist at Scripps down in San Diego, who was concerned because she was seeing so many people at the beach in San Diego. And she's like, here's my theory on the spread of coronavirus through water. And she laid out this whole thing about how if it's not killed by sewage treatment and it makes it to the ocean, it's going to form little bubbles on the surface like oil. And that when the waves crash, it's going to be airborne. And so if you're at the beach or near the beach, so, if you live anywhere near the coast, basically under her theory, you're screwed. And certainly being in the water or on the beach, bad news. So that kind of made everyone step back for a minute and go, should we be in the water? And then everyone said, yeah, we're going to go in the water. We're going to be at the beach. So I think she freaked people out, but I don't think on a permanent basis. And then the other cool thing we have going on right now is a red tide, which is not necessarily always thought of as a cool thing, but what all the plankton are doing is they're all bioluminescent and blue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
That's cool.
look up. There's some great footage of waves crashing at night right now in Orange County, and they're neon blue and they're so
Oh,
That's cool.
wow.
That's cool.
yeah.
That is neat.
There's one guy who was out in, I think it was like a whale watching boat that just, they obviously don't have customers, but they took this photographer out at dusk and he took video of a pod of dolphins in the bioluminescent water.
Oh my God, that's
and they're
beautiful.
glowing. It's
I
the
imagine.
coolest thing.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been out on like a bioluminescent kayak or anything
No.
like that?
No.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's like magical because you put your hands in the water and you just like swoop your hands in the water, and it's like a cartoon. Because
Mhm.
wherever your hand goes, there's just these little sparkles behind it. It's really cool.
Yeah, my son went surfing in it last night. He said you could see all the fish. They were glowing. His board was
Wow.
glowing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's
cool.
magical.
So,
It's really cool.
you know, and we're all well and healthy and just trying to get through it.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. My son and I were just talking about that. He's really tired of being around me. He wants to see his friends so bad, and I'm just like, you know, we can't. We just, you know. So I appreciate the fact he's almost an adult and he understands that this is serious and we really have to be cautious. So, but it's challenging, you know.
Yeah.
So challenging. Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Well, this was a wonderful, wonderful, or a heartwarming piece of entertainment.
It's just good to see you all.
It's good to see you too.
Likewise.
I think I've got spaghetti sauce on the stove. And
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Oh, this was for the safari.
Just leave it on the doorstep.
Yeah, exactly. Just leave it out at the curb, and we'll stop by and pick up our pasta, and we'll.
You'll know it's me because your camera will see me.
I did that the last time I made sauce. I made too much and I left stuff out on the curb for friends. So
Nice.
pick it
No
up.
such thing as too much pasta.
Totally.
No.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right.
Right on.
Thanks
This
for
is
everyone.
fun.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, all.
Take
Good to
care.
see you.
Appreciate y'all.
That was
chat room.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
I have to go get up and walk all the way over to the Zoom.
No, it won't.
Oh. See you guys. Have a great night and great week.
All right, you guys
Take
too.
it
Have a
easy.
great weekend.
Take care. Be safe.
Bye-bye.